Flying cars is a dream which already exists for over 100 years. Since we have cars, we want to fly with them. Since we have airplanes, we want to drive with them. Well, what was the big breakthrough was how do we fold a rotor system? That's really rocket science. And the other side of it is how do we keep a three-wheel airplane stable on the road? And that required a unique tilting technology, which is also rocket science. So combining those now puts us in a place to be the first in the world. And when we started the company, we selected out of the available products SOLIDWORKS as being a very cost-effective, powerful tool for what we needed, concept development. And luckily, of course, since then SOLIDWORKS has also developed over time, so more functionality is added. So we are still very happy, although we are in a different stage, using all the possibilities of SOLIDWORKS. We started with a handful of people and a handful of licenses. We are now over 50 people and have about 30 floating licenses.
What we did in the concept phase of the vehicle, we had to determine a lot of geometries for the suspension and where you would normally build a complete mathematical model to validate all the loads, the translations. You can just build a sketch in SOLIDWORKS, use a design table to pull out all the displacements, the rotations, but you can really get a quick idea if the system in the basis, the concept will work. I mean, it saves us a lot of time, especially building that model that takes weeks, and building a sketch in SOLIDWORKS. It's a few lines, define the relations, run the design table, and you got your data.
The challenge of a flying car next to the breakthroughs in technology is how do you package all these functionalities in a relatively small vehicle. And then you have a lot of challenges in how do I have interferences, does it fit, all these sort of things. And then the whole 3D way of visualization helps us to very much see on the screen where we still have problems to solve, where stay-out zones are, all these sort of things. So really mastering this packaging challenge is due to SOLIDWORKS. But of course you can customize them. And there also we can visualize in SOLIDWORKS how it looks, we can render them, we use these images also on our website. So we are very enthusiastic about the new developments in rendering, so we can fast render things for special customers.
So all our parts have to be as light as possible, everything has to go in the air. You have to make an optimal design, you use a lot of milled parts. Those milled parts can have organic shapes, which are very difficult to calculate with hand calculations. You can do that section by section, it takes a lot of time. What the engineers typically do, they make a part, they run a simulation with SOLIDWORKS simulation. You can easily see where your stress concentrations are, and you can change the design really quick and run the simulation again until you got an optimal design. Another really important factor with an aircraft is of course drag. What we did for several sub-projects like the mirror, wanted to see what kind of addition to the drag it would have. And again, you optimize it, run the simulation again, and you get your results.
When you start a business, any business, then time to market is a very, very important factor. The earlier you are, the more profitable your business is. So your tools are determining that, and also the ease of use of these tools, how can you cooperate in teams. And there SOLIDWORKS helps us very well.
For me personally, the user face is really intuitive, so if you want to achieve something, you can always find your way in the UI without consulting all those manuals, and it's really intuitive, so that's a big plus.
And especially in aviation, then also you need to have product lifecycle management, so the PLM functionality. So we are building that at the moment, so we can trace and follow every part, every test, every CAD drawing, everything we make. Our reseller Cadmes helping us to maintain, help us to do the upgrades and help us through the developments. And we have a good cooperation with them, and that will probably last for a long time in the future. In general, we have very good help, which is important, so it needs to be operational all the time. The backbone of our company to design the product is SOLIDWORKS, and they have grown with us over the last 10 years, bringing additional functionality, and we expect them to continue doing so. So we expect, where possible, to continue use SOLIDWORKS in a broader sense in the company.